Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. On 24th of July, Sun and Moon opposed each other, illuminating 1 degree 26 minutes of Aquarius, forming a full moon, which will influence us for the next 2 weeks, bringing certain conclusions, realizations, culminations and release. We would have another full moon in Aquarius on 22nd of August, which would influence us on the same themes from 22nd of August to 6th of September. Together, they are bringing us one step closer to what we seeded with Saturn Jupiter conjunction of December 2020, which is the new structure of our material growth for the next 20 years. We would also have a fun Leo season ahead, which is strong and needs to be balanced with these two full moons and the realizations or culminations that they're bringing in August. In the full moon video, I gave a brief of what the Leo season and the full moons bring to the collective, and now we are going to go over your specific zodiac sign to see the influence for your sign. You should check your rising sign followed by sun or moon sign. Rising is the most accurate, though career perspective holds from sun sign as well. Moon sign gives more information on the influence on our personal life. I use tropical western zodiac. I do describe the specific degrees in my readings to make them more personalized for you, to show who is most impacted or benefited, but keep in mind the transit I describe here are for all of your zodiac and not just for those degrees of your sign. As before, if you would like to receive transcript of all of my videos and podcasts in your mailbox or just get the details of transit as they happen, you can sign up for my free newsletter. Link is in description for that. If you would like to support my work, making it more sustainable for me to do this at cost of a coffee a month, link to becoming a patron is in description as well. I would like to thank my patrons and subscribers who make this content possible. To not miss out on notification of any critical transit for you, do subscribe and press the little bell button for notifications. I appreciate your subscription, likes, comments, and your loving support very much. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. Let's dig in. Libra, both the 24th of July and 22nd of August full moon, they activate your house of joy and passions. Romance, love, passion, fun, giving birth to something you feel is like your creation, your child, children, hobbies, joy, pursuit of happiness, they will come to focus. Self expression, confidence, creativity normally peaks with these full moon. And if they are investment risk or creative risk or personal risk, we have taken by seeding new ventures or personal adventures, especially around January or February when you started them, we would find ourselves giving birth to them or seeing the outcome of them to evaluate how the risk reward fare. Our children would be coming into focus, and one might be giving birth to one or something that's like a child to us, like a business. Pleasure, play, romance, lovers, platonic friends, humanitarian work for pleasure, happiness, creative ideas, arts, dancing, having fun with friends, hobbies, parties are the focus, and it's in positive aspect with you. Your creative interests, love interest, or even children, they are unique and exotic or even rebellious, unpredictable and offbeat. We can see Saturn shifts showing up in areas we have taken risk in. Saturn is in your house of risk taking and hobbies, and it is helping you give structure to your self expression. It makes you work hard on children, on creativity, on love, on creating formal avenues to express the unique side of you. It is asking you to own your identity, your sense of I more. The sense of responsibility will feel high when it comes to love, when it comes to children, when it comes to risk taking. It is sort of like a labor of love is being created. Now, with Saturn and Jupiter both retrograde, you are recreating the structure of risk and rewards. It could be that we might have been too conservative and we would find ourselves re looking at our risk appetite in investments, in love, in creative, long term plans when it comes to children, when it comes to love, when it comes to creative, when it comes to business creations, all the things linked to our heart, you might be reconsidering the structure of that, whether it is fulfilling you, whether it is part of your long term plans or not. If things have been hanging, we have not decided something concrete on these topics, on love, on creativity, on children, on investments, we will take a concrete stance to move forward. Creative works and brilliant work of self expression, they can be created under this influence. Bold risks are taken, and there is a lot of perseverance in going after who or what we desire. Matters linked to love, creativity, and children can come suddenly to focus, asking us to take bold decisions where things might have been left in ambiguity before. Saturn and Jupiter together want you to restructure your identity. As I said, you're kind of owning your new I, you're recreating your I, and have well entrenched faith in your abilities. Restructure the well embedded patterns that make you hide your identity, hide your I, or not share your gifts, or not take enough risk for your happiness. So you're being urged to show up fully, play fully on, believe in your talents, become gainful in your hobbies, or from your creativity and passions. Creative endeavors have gotten serious to some extent with Saturn here, and risk taking in investments or self expression might be being mastered by writing new rules of the road. You might be researching into them, looking deeply into them, and it can create an opportunity of sudden display of talents, opportunity of risk taking in investments, opportunity in love. You may have a lot of talents but not share anything, or might have a lot of unique, brilliant ideas and knowledge but not make it available to others. We are asked to balance that out. You might feel more comfortable marketing others or putting others on stage versus your own self. So, we are being asked to bring ourselves out and birth our new identity, birth our creative pursuits, restructure our investments for more rewards versus the risk we are taken. Review the love pursuits and be sure that we are in the relationships where we are being given the right rewards, and we are in the relationships which are mentally stimulating, fun, and rewarding versus purely obligatory. We are asked to actively engage in dialogue with our parents, and with Saturn here, sometimes parenting becomes more about discipline versus fun, and we are being asked to have more fun with it, and balance that out a little bit. After all the careful evaluation, you might decide to take a risk on something or on someone. Do what brings fun to you. It's sort of that kind of time, while staying in the new parameters of risk and returns you're creating for yourself. If we are off course, if we are not in the right love relationships, if we are not pursuing the right passions, if there is something in our parenting style that needs to change, or if we are not growing in the right directions and taking the right risk in our life when it comes to investment, the Saturn and Jupiter oppositions of 1st of August and 19th of August would show us, and it would bring more information to light, possibly through some over the top discussions or even conflicts with others. Jupiter is moving into your house of passions after 28th of July, which is beautiful. It will help you in these pursuits of the heart, and it will bring more knowledge, opportunity, and perspective in these areas of your life. Saturn makes us create careers out of our passions, create gainful structures of investment risk taking, create good structure of bringing up children and their talents, or work seriously on having kids, work dedicatedly on a creative business venture which is like a child for you. There might be time of modification and restructuring across those themes as we see more information, new guidance is received on these. You are creating your legacy in form of your creative business pursuit, in form of love, in form of self-expression, in form of structured yet risky financial investments, in creative potential, in your children. We could see the first deliverable on that with these full moons, as well as some changes in the very nature of these during this process. These are supportive aspects for you. I spoke in detail about the Saturn Jupiter conjunction which happened in December in this house for you, because what you're creating, the labor of love you're creating, which is your passion. It could be a creative venture, it could be self expression, it could be children, it could be risky investments, financial investment. They will become the source of your material growth for the next decade. And I've covered that in detail in the Saturn Jupiter conjunction, which happened in December. I'll leave the link in description if you like to get into more details on that. You can look at the period between July or September of 2018 as to what was brought to focus for you for parallel themes, more personalized to you. But remember, 2018 was the time of release and detachment. It was the time when we were creating for the sake of creation without any expectations of returns, or we were loving with the expectation of no return, nothing coming back to us. It was a selfless act of release. But this is not that kind of time. It is the time to reap rewards, it's the time to create, it is the time to materially progress on your legacy. So, the themes might be parallel but not equal. The result may not be same as 2018. Libra rising sun or moon around 0 to 4 degree of Libra, or around 24th of September born Libra sun would feel this the most, as this could fall in the house of home and family for some of you, especially for 27 degree to 30 degree of Libra, so n degree of Libra, or around 20th to 23rd of October born Libra sun. You might have a completion or culmination of something critical in terms of place of living, home and family at this time, which was the theme for July for the rest of Libra. So the themes of creativity, love, passion, hobbies, fun would only get its due time with the 22nd of August full moon for the n degree Libra, with specific outcomes and shifts coming to focus. Though all of you will feel these themes playing out for growth and restructuring, because Saturn and Jupiter, they will be revisiting this house, reaching their midpoint of retrograde cycle in August. They will come up with new information on your creative pursuits, on children, and the actions to change course. August and Leo season, Libra for you is normally about being out and about. It's the time of friends, networks, and connections. So, the 8th of August, Leo new moon, it can bring certain opportunities to network, to be up on the stage, influencing people with your knowledge, connecting with others. This is a great time to be in the center of a network and social activity, which would need to be balanced with all of that focus on your passions. This can be an opportunity to bring your passions or unique ideas or talents or creative intelligence out on a stage or out on a social platform. A new gainful acquaintance can be made with this 8th of August Leo new moon, or a new friend or a new group affiliation which is exclusive can be made, or we can just have fun hanging out with friends which we haven't done in a while and enjoy networking. This is also where new sources of independent income and gains are made. So you might decide to initiate a new bold endeavor to make gains from financial investments, or initiate a contact or platform or social endeavor which can be gainful and influential for you. It's time to bring back your social aspiration and inspiration back to life, which might have been lost in the pressures to perform. Bringing back your natural charm and circulate, 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 network. Libra, it's your strength, and especially the period between 8th of August to 22nd of August, it's a great time to network, to be out with friends, to socialize. And Libra sun, rising or moon around 16 degree of Libra, 3 degrees before or after, or around 9th of October born Libra sun can benefit the most with this beautiful and impulsive new moon that's happening on 8th of August. This is very aspirational, it's very impulsive. It might even be out of your comfort zone, or it might require overcoming of your bondages, internal or actual, with your existing partnerships, relationships, and duties. Be a little bit careful if it's an impulsive investment risk you're taking with this 8th of August new moon. Make sure it's thought through. Keep in mind that in August we would have Uranus standing still, so we will have impulsiveness and market volatility at its peak. It will exaggerate our need for freedom and change in joint partnerships, which can bring some sudden power struggles with partners or need to urgently cut ties with someone because we don't feel the same anymore for them. Dramatic transformations can come to focus with that. There could also be sudden need to change the nature and terms of our business partnerships or financial arrangements if they have not been fair to you. Our partner's finances could go through some sudden shifts. As we seek more power and freedom in our joint relationships with fairer terms of give and take, we are more likely to rebel against any kind of things that are holding us back, any kind of authority and constraint. Uranus will stand still, aspecting 15 degree of Libra. So Libra rising sun or moon around 15 degree 2 degree before and after, or Libra sun born around 8th of October 2 days before and after would feel this urge to cut ties, to weed out, to free, to rebel against authorities in personal or professional life the most. It's a surge of power that we will feel. We need to specifically watch out for health and nerves at this time around 20th of August. Used in a good fashion, it can release some things that you've been wanting to cut ties from, weed out something that is dysfunctional, or disconnect yourself from something which is financially not good for you or in health not good for you. Or it could be a time of a brainwave when it comes to financial ideas, but be careful, it's very impulsive. So be sure if it's investment risk you're taking, it is well thought out. This is covered. This is the theme of 2021 because Uranus is here along with Saturn squaring it throughout 2021. So I detail this in your Saturn Uranus square reading, which is the 2021 reading for you. If you'd like to go more in depth in it, you can review that reading for your sign. I'll leave the link in the description for you to access that as well. So that's what I have for you, Libra. Have a great month ahead, and I'll see you in the next video now. Thank you.